Okay, so let's move on to Python. So even in Python, you can actually get input through command line arguments and also through the, at the time of execution of the program. So let me go ahead and create a Python file right there. And first of all, let me save the file. As usually, I'm gonna save that in my directory which I've just created. So yeah, let me name this as I don't know, let's say command line input.py. Right. So first of all, in order to take the command line inputs in Python program, so obviously the command line inputs is same as Java. The way user passes it in to the program is same. For example, let's say let's say you're running a Python file. Let's say the name of the file is sample. So you say Python space sample.py. And then in order to pass a command line argument to your Python program, you type in a space once again, just like as we did on Java, and then you type your arguments here. So once again, hello is the first argument and world is the second argument here. So that's how you actually, or that's how the user actually passes command line arguments into your Python program. So yeah, in Python it's pretty much simple. We just need to know how to handle these these command line arguments. So let me create two things here, inp1, two variables, inp1 equal to, and in order to get the command line arguments, remember in Java we use the args variable which actually holds this the command line arguments. In Python what we do is we use sys.argv. Right, so we use sys.argv, and then sys.argv is a list here. So this list is nothing but it's similar to array. For now, just think a list is nothing but an array, but a list is different than as compared to an array. But for now, I just want you to think that a list is same as an array. So you have to say inp1 is equal to sys.argv, and inside this you have to mention the index. So just like how we mention the index in Java, we need to mention here. And in Java, we started from 0, right? So 0 means the first command line argument. In Python also we start from 0, we start counting from 0 obviously, but 0 here, sys.argv of 0, it represents the name of your script file. In this case it's command line input.py. So we have to actually, in order to get the command line inputs, we have to start from 1 here, because 0 represents the name of your script file, right? So inp1 is equal to sys.argv, and before doing this, actually you also have to import sys over here. So just like how we imported a scanner class to take input from the user during the runtime in Java, in the same way sys is a predefined Python module, default Python module which comes with Python, which automatically gets installed when you're installing Python. And in order to deal with command line arguments or command line inputs, you have to import this sys module right here. So just say import sys, and that's it. Just create a new variable and say inp1 is equal to sys.argv of 1. So in the same way, I'll just also take care of the second one as well. So sys.argv of 2. So there are 2 inputs right now. So let me print out these inputs, and let's say first input is, and then I'll just print out inp1. And in the case of Python, you don't use a plus right there, you use a comma like that, and then you just type in the value which you want to print after this string over here. But in Java we have used a plus. Anyways, in the same way I'll print out the second input as well. I'll say second input is, and I'll say inp2. Right, great. So now let's go ahead and run the Python file. So I'd say Python command line.py, command line input, actually the name of the file, command line input.py, and followed by a space, and now I can just type in my argument. So I'll say, just a minute, I forgot to actually go to the directory where my file is saved. So great, now let me go ahead and execute it again. So I'm saying Python command line input.py space hello and world. Let me hit enter, and there we go. The first input is hello and the second input is world. So this hello and world are 2 different things, 2 different inputs, and yeah, that's how you actually take input in a Python program. And in the same way as I've told you, the name of the script file is stored in the sys.argv of 0, which means in the first or at the 0th index actually. So let me go ahead and print the name of the script file as well. So script name, and then I'll say sys.argv of 0. So let's see if you will be able to get the name of the script file right there. Right, so there we go. The script name prints command line input.py, and the first input, so the sys.argv actually starts from here. This is 0th index, this is the first index, and this is the second index. So that's why 0th index printed command line input.py, which is the name of the script file, and then first input is hello, which is hello there, and second input is world, which is the second command line input. Right, so that's how you actually handle command line inputs in Python program, and you can go ahead and handle as many inputs as you like. So as many inputs the user gives to your command, to your Python program, you can handle them using this sys.argv right here. So just go sys.argv and you just keep on, handling things, handle as many inputs as you want, and then you can do stuff with that. So yeah, that's all about the taking input through the command line input, and in the next video we'll be talking about how to take input during the execution of a Python program.